Have you ever felt like something invisible is aligning in your life, as if the universe is preparing you for something much bigger, even if you don't quite understand what it is? Maybe you're closer to your twin flame union than you think, and the signs are subtler than they seem. Many women go through this phase thinking they're confused, too emotional, or even losing it. But no, you're not crazy. There's a real reason behind everything you're feeling. And today, I want to show you the 7 most subtle signs that your union is getting closer. If you felt drawn here, this message is for you. And if something already touched your heart in these first few seconds, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you won't miss anything coming up, and it could truly shift your journey. This is a safe space, where you can recognize yourself, heal, and prepare for the deepest connection of your soul. So take a deep breath, and come with me to discover what you might already be feeling, but hadn't seen clearly yet. The first sign is an inner urgency you can't explain. It's like something inside you keeps saying, "Go, get ready, something is coming." You don't know what it is, but you feel it. That inner push is your soul alerting you about the approach of your twin flame. You feel the urge to realign, to protect your energy, to clear old wounds. Sometimes it feels like you're racing against time, even with no outside reason. Tell me in the comments, have you ever felt that sudden internal pressure? I'd love to hear your story. The second sign is when old patterns begin to dissolve effortlessly. Situations that used to trap you, people who drained your energy, they start to lose power. It's like anything that no longer matches your frequency just starts falling away. You notice you're saying no more often, standing up for yourself, no longer tolerating what you used to. This isn't weakness, it's growth. Union energy only gets closer when you create space for it through these subtle shifts. The third sign is a deep calling to reconnect with your spirituality, even in simple ways. Maybe it's a desire to meditate, ask the universe for answers, or distance yourself from the noise just to hear your soul more clearly. That calling isn't random. It's your soul preparing for something sacred. When your spiritual connection intensifies, it's a strong sign your flame is energetically approaching. Lean into that, trust your soul's timing. And since you're still here with me, if anything is resonating in your heart, leave a like and tell me in the comments, which of these signs are you feeling most right now? Your answer might help another soul recognize their own path. The fourth sign is powerful shifts in your dreams. Sometimes you dream of someone you don't know, or you meet your twin flame in dreams that feel real, like they're truly happening. And no, it's not just your imagination. These dream encounters are real. Your souls communicate when your bodies still can't. The dream space becomes a portal, a message, a confirmation. Have you ever had a dream so real it left your heart racing? Share it below, I want to hear about it. The fifth sign is a sudden increase in your energetic sensitivity. You feel people, spaces, and emotions more deeply. Sometimes you feel drained without knowing why. That's because your frequency is rising to align with your flames. You might crave silence, solitude, or time in nature. That's not isolation, it's preparation. Your soul is cleansing itself for a sacred reunion. During this time, nurturing yourself is an act of deep love and alignment. If you've been feeling all of this intensely, know that you're not alone. This channel is a space where many women share similar experiences. Tell me in the comments, what have you been doing to protect your energy during this phase? The sixth sign is a wave of deep love that hits you out of nowhere. One moment you're just going about your day, and the next, this immense love flows through you for someone who isn't even near. It's like your soul got touched for a moment, then pulled back. That's your twin flame reminding you, I'm here, even if not physically. When that happens, don't fight it. Feel it, hold it, and thank it. It's one more energetic step toward union, even if your eyes can't see it yet. Here's a powerful tip, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because in the next video, I'll share an energy alignment practice you can use to strengthen your twin flame connection, even across distance. It's simple and powerful. The seventh sign might be the most subtle, and the most powerful. A quiet peace begins to rise inside you, even in the middle of chaos. You still don't know how or when, but deep down, you already know it's going to happen. That inner calm is the biggest sign of all. You're no longer chasing the connection, it begins flowing toward you. This is when masculine and feminine energy start aligning in a deeper, more balanced way. And when that happens, the physical reunion comes closer, fast. Now I want to ask you, have you ever felt that strange inner peace in the middle of emotional storms? Share it in the comments, your story could help another woman realize she's not alone. These signs don't usually show up in a straight line. They come like waves, little whispers from the soul, and often we only understand them in hindsight. But if you're here, hearing this, it's because your soul knows. Trust it. Twin flame union isn't a fairy tale. It's a path of deep healing, inner growth, and surrender. These signs are quiet gifts from the universe saying, keep going. You're on the right path. And if you've made it this far, it's because something in this message is speaking to you. So share this video with a friend who's also on this journey, maybe she needs to hear this today too. Now, what if I told you there's one specific point in this journey that almost no one talks about, but it completely shifts the energy between you and your flame? That moment, the one no one talks about, is when your soul starts preparing for union before your mind even realizes it. It's quiet, almost invisible, but powerful. You feel shifts in how you see love, how you see yourself, how you see him. It's like something inside you clicks. You're no longer chasing, begging, or doubting. You're just aware. Aware that what's meant for you is already in motion. And this awareness changes everything about how the energy flows between you two. This is the turning point most people miss. It's not marked by fireworks or grand signs. It's subtle. A soft detachment. A quiet trust. And even when your mind wants to go back into fear, your soul keeps whispering, you're ready. One of the clearest signs that you've reached this point is when you start to feel full, emotionally, energetically, even spiritually, without needing someone to complete you. And strangely, that's exactly what draws your twin flame closer. Your energy becomes magnetic. Not because you're trying to attract, but because you finally become. Become who you were meant to be all along. And your flame, wherever he is, starts to feel that pull too. Sometimes, without warning, you'll feel waves of his presence. Not just memories, but actual energy, as if he's thinking of you, missing you, reaching for you through the invisible threads that still connect your souls. Have you ever felt that sudden warmth or ache in your heart for no reason? A moment where it felt like he was there, even if you haven't seen him in a long time? Share it in the comments, you're not alone. Another powerful sign? You start to see repeating numbers, patterns, or symbols, but they don't just feel random. They arrive right when you're about to give up, or when you've just made a powerful decision about your healing. These synchronicities aren't coincidences. They're confirmations. Gentle reminders from the universe that the unseen path you're walking is real, even if no one else understands it. There's also this inner knowing that you're about to step into a new chapter. You may not know what it looks like, but your intuition keeps nudging you, get ready. You feel it in your body, your dreams, even your daily emotions. And yes, the emotional waves can be intense. One moment you're glowing with peace, the next, a deep sadness hits you out of nowhere. It's not regression. It's release. Your soul is clearing space for something new to arrive. If this emotional roller coaster has been showing up in your life, let's talk about it. Drop a comment below and tell me how you've been feeling. I read every single one. You may also notice a shift in the way you look at relationships in general. Old patterns lose their grip. You no longer crave just any connection, your soul is now calling for something that's sacred, aligned, real. That clarity brings a kind of loneliness sometimes. Not because you're empty, but because superficial connections just don't fit anymore. It's not easy. But it's part of the refinement, your energy is preparing to match only what's true. There's also something else that may start happening, you begin to forgive. Not just him, but yourself. You stop replaying the past, trying to rewrite what happened. You begin to accept. And in that softness, deep healing begins. Forgiveness is powerful. It doesn't mean you forget. It means you free yourself. It creates space for divine timing to do its work. And the moment you stop resisting, the flow returns. If this is stirring something inside you, I want to know. What's been the hardest part of this journey for you so far? Let's talk about it in the comments. Your voice matters here. And here's something most people don't realize: when your soul gets this close to union, distractions may suddenly increase. Old patterns might try to return. Confusion might sneak in again. This is the final test: will you stay centered? The more aligned you get, the more the universe will reflect your own strength back to you, even through challenges. Every shift, every trigger, every delay is part of the preparation. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. This stage asks for your trust. Not blind trust, but soul trust. The kind that says, even if I can't see it yet, I know it's unfolding exactly as it should. And with every breath, you choose presence over panic. But there's still one phase we haven't talked about, and it's one of the most mysterious, most misunderstood, and yet most essential steps before reunion can fully anchor in your reality. That mysterious phase I mentioned? It's the void. The space in between, where nothing seems to be happening, and yet everything is quietly rearranging behind the scenes. It feels like silence, but it's not emptiness. It's transformation. You might feel disconnected during this time. From your flame, from signs, even from your own intuition. But that's because your soul is integrating, growing, strengthening. What looks like stillness is actually preparation. In this phase, you're being asked to surrender control, to stop trying to figure it all out and instead just be. That's not easy, especially when your heart is longing for answers. But this surrender creates the exact space needed for union to unfold. If you're in this space now, the space of quiet, waiting, wondering, tell me in the comments how it feels for you. Sometimes just naming what we're feeling brings deep clarity and healing. One of the most confusing things about this phase is that your logical mind will try to convince you that nothing's working. That you've made it all up. That you were wrong about everything. But your soul knows better. And here's the paradox: the more you try to force union, the more resistance you create. But the more you soften into trust, not giving up, but letting go, the closer you get. It's not about effort. It's about alignment. This is when true inner union begins. Your divine feminine energy starts harmonizing with your divine masculine, inside you. And that harmony is what magnetizes your twin flame in the physical. You may also notice deep emotional releases during this time. Grief. Old wounds. Childhood patterns. These aren't setbacks, they're sacred cleanings. Your soul is saying, we can't carry this into the next chapter. Have you experienced this deep emotional clearing? The kind that comes out of nowhere and leaves you lighter afterward? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear what you've been moving through. There's a reason so many give up at this point. The void tests your patience, your faith, your worthiness. But if you hold steady, not with pressure, but with presence, something beautiful begins to bloom within you. You stop seeking signs, and signs appear. You stop begging for answers, and peace settles in. You stop chasing the connection, and it starts flowing to you. This is what they never tell you about reunion: it starts long before you see it. And then, almost suddenly, your external reality begins to reflect your inner transformation. You cross paths unexpectedly. You hear their name everywhere. Messages arrive. The connection stirs. But it happens after the surrender, not before. If that's stirring something in your soul, tell me below. What part of this journey has been the hardest for you, the waiting, the surrender, or the trust? Let's connect in the comments. You're not doing this alone. And just the fact that you're here, still listening, still feeling, it means your soul is on the path, even if your eyes can't see it yet. Don't underestimate the power of what's happening within you right now. Because soon, something will shift. Something real. And it usually happens when you least expect it, in a moment of calm, of stillness, of quiet knowing. Thank you, truly, for being here with me, for opening your heart, and for allowing this message to reach your soul. Your presence means more than you know, and I feel honored to be part of your journey, even for just a few moments. If this message spoke to you in any way, I'd love for you to confirm that you received it by writing this in the comments, Twin Flame of Love. That simple phrase lets me know we're connected, soul to soul. I also want to gently remind you how powerful it is to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This isn't just about following a page, it's about supporting your spiritual path. When you stay connected, you ensure that no message, no insight, no divine nudge slips past you. And sometimes, one message is all it takes to shift everything. By joining this growing community, you're surrounding yourself with others who feel what you feel. Who get it. Each comment you leave, every like you share, and every time you pass this message on, you're helping to spread light in a world that desperately needs it. This exchange between us? It's sacred. And your energy here is not only welcome, it's essential. It's what inspires me to keep showing up, creating content that reaches deep into the heart, just like this. And just so you know, something beautiful is already on its way to you. You'll understand why very soon.